I'm Nathan Smith with Tallgrass TV. We're here with Erin, Mullally, and David McGowan with the Struggle of Libations. So just tell us what the film is about.
It's basically about a young Irish guy, played by David here, who has a great relationship with his pint. He's not an alcoholic or anything like that, but like many of us at the end of a long day or end of a long week, we look forward to enjoying a pint of beer. And so anyway, David's got a great relationship. It's sort of his wife, his girlfriend, his kind of go-to. And one evening he has a series of incidents that sort of causes him to question where he's going with his relationship and whether or not he might be tempted to switch over to wine and basically cheat on his beer. And that's the story basically.
That's good. So what roles did you guys have during the production?
I was the writer, director, and producer. This was my first short, and so I basically just took it on and said, let's get this done. And I have a very good friend, actually, Ronan Hand, who's our very talented director of photography. I wrote the script, brought it to him, and we basically kind of started to piece everything together. We've been working on it now for, I think, just over 2 years now, which is insane. I can't believe that a lot of times myself, all this work for something that's just 8 minutes long. But we're happy with the result, and we're just thrilled to be here with it at Tallgrass.
So where did the film come from?
The film had a very long start, genesis, I guess, about 6-7 years ago. I just bought a home movie camera and just started kind of messing around with it on my Mac, on my iMovie program on my Mac. And my flatmate, good friend of mine, who was French, was living with me, and we kind of just started to mess around, basically making home movies for our friends and family, and we just started to kind of learn a little bit about the process of movie making. And we made a very, very early version of The Struggle of Libations with our friend Nadia, who actually plays in the version that we have here at Tallgrass with us, and got a great reaction when we showed that to our friends and family. And I thought, geez, okay, at some point, as I was going along, continuing to learn about the whole movie making process, I thought that, I think, should be our first proper short, is a real professional version of The Struggle of Libations. So it's been about 6-7 years, I guess, in the making.
Okay. So what was the most challenging moment during the production?
Jeez, I don't know. I think the most challenging moment probably was our last night of shooting. We had 4 nights to shoot, get everything we needed to in the can, as they say. And our last night, because of various delays and everything, we really had to push hard. We filmed exteriors and interiors at the John Kavanagh pub, or the Great Biggers pub, a very popular pub in Dublin. And the owners there were great to us, giving us permission and everything, but we needed to be out of the pub by 1, 2 in the morning. And we went over several hours that night. They stayed with us in the pub till about 5 that morning on a Monday night. They were just tremendous to us. But I think at that moment, you know, we were exhausted from lack of sleep, we were fried, we were stressed, and thankfully we got everything that we needed to. People were just great at helping us along the way.
All right, so David, what was your favorite moment during the production?
A favourite moment during the production, I remember going down the street toward the Pepper Cancer Church. It was probably about 4 a.m, just before sunrise, and had a lot of running. Just thought it was a beautiful shot toward the end of the film. I just remember having to run down, do about 10 takes. I was knackered. I just remember 4 a.m. running down the street. It was absolutely fantastic to do. Yeah, that was probably the one moment stands out, I think, in that movie.
Okay, so what was the most important lesson you guys learned while making the short?
Wow.
You go first.
I suppose most important lesson now is, I guess, yeah, you're going to fail this first, you know.
I think for me, it was the importance of just having a plan and sticking to it, because I had done very, very amateur type of stuff beforehand and just flying by the seat of our pants. But this one, I mean, we rehearsed like crazy. We had really scouted our locations quite tightly with our director of photography, Ronan Hand. I mean, we really had a plan for where we needed to be at what time, and our actors were just rehearsed, I think, to death.
Yeah.
David particularly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So when we showed up, it was just like boom, 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 you know, just trying to set aside as much space to deal with all the crazy stuff that you never can plan for, that you know is going to come up. So it was, I guess, the importance of having a plan and trying to stick to it was a big learning process for me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, found a good experience was learning to drive a cherry picker.
David was actually moonlighted as one of our crew members. We had a crew of about 5 guys. We had rented a cherry picker because we really wanted to try and light some exteriors of the buildings, get some specific shots. And a couple weeks beforehand, we realized we didn't have anyone that had the certification or the license to do that. But David just randomly had one. So the morning of the shoot, he went out and picked up the cherry picker and was basically setting it up for us as we were going along.
That's good.
So that's the sort of production it was. Everyone had to chip in as best as possible.
Excellent.
I think the director actually gets way too much praise.
It's really the rest of the team that's really slogging and making you look good. So beyond our actors who did a great job for us, our director of photography, Ronan Hand, really made a lot of stuff happen for us. Our editor, Phil Jackson, in post-production brought everything up a whole nother level and helped me see everything with a different eye and really brought so much. And then our musician, our short is about 8 minutes long. There's very, very little dialogue in it. Only a little bit of dialogue at the very beginning. And so almost the whole short is just completely scored. And we had great faith in Peter that he was going to be able to do a great score, and he did. So those 3 guys and the rest of the crew and cast that helped us out did fantastic. But our team was just great and made my life pretty easy.
So what have you guys thought about the Tallgrass Film Festival?
Fantastic. For us, I mean, this is literally the first film festival that David and I have ever been to. It was the first showing first screening for the Struggle Libations Thursday night. And just for us to open at a festival like Tallgrass with a packed audience at the Orpheum, to open for a film like God Dog Gone is just fantastic. And so as soon as we were accepted, and I don't know if people realize how competitive the film marketplace is and the festival marketplace is. So for us to get accepted here as first-time filmmakers is just awesome. We're so thrilled to be here. We're so thrilled to have this really be our grand premiere here at Tallgrass. It's just awesome.
It's been good. I mean, as Erin says, just opening in the Orpheum Theatre, it's just absolutely fantastic. Just to have such an old theatre, it's been absolutely beautiful. Great hearing the audience reaction, them coming up to you later on, giving you comments about stuff you didn't really think about. They kind of brought something to your attention, and I just thought made you really think about your short, and that was really great experience, great people, and just loving the experience so far.
No, it's been awesome, just because most of the feedback we've gotten today has just been from our friends and family. So to actually have it out there in audience for the first time and to have everyone be into it the way they were, with our screenings here, and have people come up and share their thoughts and everything, it's been great.
So what's next for the film, and what's next for you guys?
Well, we're going to show at the Waterford Film Festival back in Ireland next month. Beyond that, we don't know. We've applied to, we've got various festival submissions out there and everything, so cross our fingers. We'll
fingers crossed, something,
a few more festivals in the future. And then for us, I don't know, I think we're just trying to enjoy the moment and try to be here at Tallgrass. And we've got ideas, we've got lots of ideas, but it's trying to find the balance of, we haven't quite quit the day jobs just yet.
No,
I don't think there's any danger that there's no danger of us quitting our day jobs in the near future. But for the moment, we just want to enjoy this, and we'll just see kind of where it leads us from here.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there anything else you guys would like to add?
Well, I suppose I've nothing really to add at the moment, but except thank you to the whole Tallgrass staff, sponsors, everyone, just for making the experience so enjoyable for me. For Erin, really, it's just been absolutely fantastic. As I say, it's the first film festival I've been to, and I'm very grateful for it. Absolutely.
No, just thanks. Thanks to having accepted us in the first place and having given us such a great venue for the premiere, and and the other screenings through the weekend have just been great, and hopefully we'll be back again soon.
All right. Well, we will see you then. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Good pleasure.
Thank